Hey, welcome Aries. This is a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And if this message doesn't really resonate with you, or if it doesn't sound like your situation or your life, you can always check your other placements. Okay, so we're taking a look at what's happening for you through spring equinox. And these readings, the Celtic Wheel of the Year readings, are designed to help take you through the year. So you can always look back on previous readings to see if there are further messages for you. Okay, so let's get started. Let's just jump right into it. So we're going to take a look at our first card here is the Four of Cups reversed. The Lovers, the King of Swords reversed. All right, Aries, I feel like this is a time when something you had once thought was impossible becomes possible or begins to show itself, but it's showing itself as a choice. One of those choices is I want to say that it's very tempting because it makes sense. But there is a little bit of a warning here that the thing that makes the most sense intellectually may not be the right option for you here. There's something about fear as well. So it feels like you're coming into a time when you felt like something was never going to happen, or this is where you're coming from, that something was never going to happen. And now that it's happening, there's a lot of fear around it, or like it could be imposter syndrome, or just kind of like it doesn't look like what you thought it would look like or feel like what you thought it would feel like. And there is it almost seems like you could use your mind to convince yourself to move away from it, or to drive it away, I want to say. So if this is a relationship, this is someone that it feels really peaceful and beautiful and lovely, but there's almost something about that seems too good to be true, or that's what it is. It's like this too good to be true thing. There's also a message coming in about authority, about this may be a government thing or something that has a lot of authority over your life, like the technical things, like someone with money, or some kind of support or some kind of grant. Just make sure you're crossing T's and dotting I's when it comes to, if you are applying for grant money or a loan or something like that, that there are no miscommunications or no missed paperwork. For some of you, this could have to do with taxes. This is a really strange message, but anyway, that's coming through. So just being aware of that and making sure that everything is on the up and up and everything is accounted for, I want to say. When it comes to communication in general, this is something you're going to want to watch out for. And I'm feeling like this is up until Beltane. So it feels like until Beltane, which is the beginning of May, there may be a lot of communication. I want to say it can be on a spectrum. Like it could be issues, but it could also just be kind of slips. Like, like a strange relationship with your autocorrect kind of slips. So that's just something to be aware of. Any other messages? Okay, for those of you who are confused about something to do with the heart, it feels like you're torn in two directions. You're not really sure. It's like there's a lot of love where you are, but there's also a lot of resentment. I feel like there's a kind of resentment toward either yourself for tolerating certain behaviors, or a resentment to another person whom you love. And this is something that is going to need a lot of treatment, and it feels like this is something that you are being called to actually seek some outside help for. So whether you are looking into therapy or whatever makes the most sense for you or whatever resonates the most for you, getting some help on having a different perspective or shifting your perspective is going to be really important. But the good news is that you're really coming out of a period of, this could be mild to moderate to deep depression. You're coming out of that period and you're starting to see the gifts that are around you and starting to feel a lot more connected to yourself with a loving eye. And that's definitely advice that's here. Okay, for your oracle card, you have the Phoenix, rebirth, empower, fire activations bring creative and spiritual freedom. So this is really advising you to be your Aries self. Aries blazes a trail. Aries is the pioneer of the zodiac. You're the first, you're the cardinal, you're the one that takes that fire energy and runs with it. So don't be afraid to blaze that trail. Don't be afraid to come in. I mean, the song Wrecking Ball, but in a different way. It's like the wrecking ball is exactly what is needed, and trust that the right people are going to know that the wrecking ball was needed in this situation. There's also any kind of self-doubt or whatever this situation is with government, money, authority. Just keep in mind that you have this fiery energy, so don't let it dampen your spirits. And I don't think it will until we're coming on about June. So around the summer solstice, that this is a period of dampening, it feels like, for you, or it could start something like that for the summer. So that's just something to be aware of, to kind of find ways to stabilize this fire energy within you, this creativity. Make it part of your routine or part of your habit. And then you have Gladiola, strength of character and moral integrity. Actually, let's read this a little bit more. So it says, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. All right, the question that is coming up for you here is, do you need to continue with something that you're suffering for? This is actually calling into question whether you are becoming a martyr because you are able to burn, because you are able to take the suffering, because you are able to take those hits. Are you taking hits for granted? Are you taking your ability to recover, or is someone else taking your ability to recover for granted? And this may be something that you want to look at, is how you can grow without having to reinvent yourself or burn everything to the ground each time. Not that you're necessarily doing that, but for some of you that may be the case. There's also something here where your moral integrity, your strength of character, as it says here, is part of what is blazing the trail. So when you stay on the up and up, when you act with integrity, other people are going to follow that. I think this is very much a situation where, for whether it's relationship or career, and I'm getting both here, both different kinds of themes, whichever one it is, people are going to be watching you, and it's almost like you're giving them permission to do the same thing. So if there is a workplace situation, for instance, where you are acting with integrity in a situation where others haven't, it's almost giving others permission to act with integrity. I know that sounds strange, but sometimes people act outside of their integrity because they are following a lead. And so this is like you becoming the lead and then others following, or this could be in a relationship situation. There's something about being a bad guy as well that you are going to really step into. Okay, you think I'm a bad guy. Okay, you think that this, that, or the other about me. I know the bigger picture. I know why I'm here and what I'm here to do, that kind of thing. So it's really powerful. We have the card of uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. This is really what I'm feeling for you. This is a theme that's going to run through the next year, I feel like. Maybe not until the next equinox, but definitely until about Yule, so winter solstice. That there's going to be this this slow, I'm seeing like someone polishing an antique, where things become more and more clear the more you polish it, the more you kind of, or like in archaeology where they have to slowly brush away the dust and all of that kind of stuff, that as you brush away the dust, things are becoming more clear to you. These are not easy truths either, Aries. There are some difficult truths that are coming forward here for you. And then time, embracing the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. This is again going back to that cardinal energy, that fresh energy. I really feel like the morning is highlighted here. So if you are a night person, it may be valuable for you to try and become a morning person and just see how it goes for a while. Maybe develop a morning ritual or morning habit. It feels like that's going to be really empowering to you. And as well, you may find that someone comes into your life, if you're single, who is a morning person, or there's something to do with the morning here where that is your time to connect. That is your time to really love. Sorry, I'm just laughing because like to really love, like wink, wink. So that may be the case as well here for you. So lots of fiery energy, lots of beautiful energy. Things are unfolding in a wonderful way. I'm so very happy for you, Aries. So I am booking some personal readings at this time. My schedule is pretty busy. You can find that information in the description box below. And yeah, leave me a comment, like the video if you felt like you liked it, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.